all these hopes and you know, dreams and stuff about being here and being family. And his wife had a miscarriage, and then a few of their kids died in the house. And he was saying that from that point on,
4 miles. Turn right
his
on
wife
West
went
Washington
right.
Street.
He said that we need to be careful. He kept like metaphorically talking about whatever was in the house kind of started after the children death and after his wife kind of had all these things happen to her, but he's pretty sure it has something to do with the land or around the land or the whole area. Bad things have kind of happened to everybody that's been there or in this area, like something big around the area. But he says what's there, we have to be careful. He keeps metaphorically talking about a black snake, and I kept seeing this snake kind of like going through all the rooms of the house. And he took me upstairs and he was showing me this room that was kind of like a khaki color, olive color, and he was saying that was going to be their children's room. And again, he seems like he's really beat down.
Turn right on West Washington Street.
I don't know what happened to him there, he didn't say, but their dreams were pretty much met with adversity moving in there. And you know, I think everybody that's moved there has had that happen. So
did you get a timeline?
He was stressed, I'd probably say like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh wow, okay.
So he's definitely there. He's an intelligent spirit there. I think he's one of the guys that I originally saw when I did a meditative experiment before. I seen two guys that were there, and I think he was one of them, but he didn't make contact then, but he did this time. So.
So talking about the black snake, talking about like the Native American black snake myth.
Well, I don't know, because he was showing me this, and it seemed like he was an entrepreneur of some kind, and he was showing me the snake, and he was saying it happened after his wife had all these tragedies, and like she wasn't right after that. Like something even dark came over her in this place after the tragedy.
Turn left on North
The snake was like slithering all through, and it was black and it had red eyes, and around it, like in certain rooms, there was like all these bugs, and he was saying they follow the snake, like they were just kind of insignificant. So I don't know, but that's what I got during the meditation.
On right.
That does kind of sound like the Native American black snake belief. It is a messenger of...
That's it right there, the white one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah,
That one, okay.
It's supposed to be a messenger of doom. Pretty good.
How are you?
Not doing too bad. You guys got a pretty long drive? I bet you did.
I have had a long before we moved in here over to show me pictures.
Where is she at?
Oh, she's actually here about 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So we just got early after we heard our other team members, and I tell you, it's been ominous because we had 2 days prior to them, we had a lady who's out and went to the hospital and almost died, and then one of our other team members' wives, husband and father had died. So it's been kind of layer after layer building up to coming here.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
good or not. And you heard we had somebody hurt themselves in here. We had another individual that had heart issues. So, yeah, I don't know what.
I've never had a place plague me like this. I've did a lot of psychic medium work for a long time.
Really?
And this place has plagued me since I have looked at pictures of it. I've had nightmare after nightmare for about 2 months now.
You probably, Brandon's probably told you, I'm kind of having a hard time with it. You know, I was born around science and stuff. But I can't help but sometimes, that's why I got the radio on. I can't stand the occasional sounds I hear in here. You know what I mean? It's not like a creak and a pop. It's actual, like a door slam or somebody just took off jogging in another room. That just messes you up.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to remodel and stuff like that. So.
Well, I believe a woman from here has to be in contact with me since I was pretty sure
Really?
for a while, yeah. And I feel she died here tragically.
No.
I have a lot of documentation if you want to. I haven't done history on it, like things organically.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear like what I documented, and I woke up
I
with the
would
first
love
dream
to.
I
That'd
had.
be awesome.
And I drew a map of here, with never being here, and it's ideal.
Did you want to take a look and see
Yeah.
if it lines up? You're more than welcome to. I'll shut that radio off.
Well, I did the outside, not the inside, but I'd love to walk
Oh,
through.
that's okay.
Yeah. I did kind of the area.
Sorry about that. Oh, the chips, the pops,
Aw, thank
they're,
you.
yeah, if you guys.
Thank you.
I'll turn the heat on in that room. We don't have heat and running water yet.
That's okay. That's fine.
And I haven't been able to do the plumbing yet because I can't go in the crawl space till we figure out what's going on. I don't really want to go in the crawl space, but I got to run the new plumbing and the lines in, so we're kind of
Okay,
waiting.
really pull that way.
Hmm?
Would you mind
Are you-
being
Oh,
really
you
pulled
go
that way?
right, yeah. I'll run out and grab the props while you guys
Yeah, sure.
walk around now.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely.
About the crawl space. I mean, do you guys know what was down there? Or so it was really human bones, or
Yeah, they're old.
really, really old?
Yeah, and it's really nice. We've been told by some people to officials,
Mm-hmm.
just keep it quiet. There's no crime.
Is that just up or is, I shouldn't step on it? Is
Oh
there-
no, you're fine.
Oh,
We was
okay.
getting ready to pull it up to like new overlayment, but we stopped working on this room. We thought we'd finish that first room up and do. There were some production companies wanted to film like a series where I fix each room because I guess they caught wind of the problems I'm having with the construction. I lost a lot of guys in here. They'll come in and say they don't care about that. They want the money just after 3 or 4 days. That's too much sometimes.
So how long have you been trying to fix his house?
11 years.
11
I
years.
actually stopped it after the first year and just let it go for about 8 years.
Oh wow.
Started with the neighbors seeing the lights coming on. I did fix the bathroom upstairs because of fire. They had a bad fire in here. Took out that bathroom.
From like a really long time ago, a fire, or
Not that long ago. There's been, we think, 3. One
Oh.
long time ago. One probably maybe 30 years ago. And one probably, I may be wrong, maybe 35 years, and one maybe about 15 years ago.
okay.
Oh, and I gotta show you something that's I don't believe in that. You know me, I'm kind of a skeptic, but we was pulling up the floors and me and the workers were debating this. That is the top of the floor. See that burn spot?
Yeah.
And that room we entered, you care if I show you the?
No, go ahead.
This was bizarre. We kind of scratched our heads over this one. I said it's nothing. Let's not make a big deal out of it. It looked like it burned between the 2 layers. The top of the floor is not burned. The bottom's not burned. Something got hot in between that top layer and that. And they were scratching their heads. You know, the rumors, hey, this spontaneous fire stuff could be.
So it was like in the middle.
It was in the middle. The top was not burned. We never seen the burn. And you can flip that piece around and see it's not.
It's not.
It didn't burn through. It's not burned underneath. It just got hot enough to.
Yeah.
So I thought that was bizarre, but I told them don't look into it anymore.
Ironically, I was drawn to your blue room, and that's the room I've dreamt about. When you walk in there, there's that one corner where it looks like there's some woods there. I'm drawn to there. Like, I need to go in there, and I can't get in there. But it's like, I've got to go in there. And that's like, move that door, there's no way in there. And I'm like, but I've got to go through there. It was just a driven.
That's really, really good. That's really creepy.
And I'm shaking from it.
Yeah.
So whatever the energy is in there.
I can tell you this much, but we can't say a whole lot. I mean, the people are still alive, the family members, but somebody lost their life in that back room, a child. And it was confirmed by the coroner who came in here to help me look at the bones. And
Okay.
yeah,
That's probably what's
it's, yeah, he kind of said a little bit about it. And
yeah.
then,
Yeah, well, That's where I was
Yeah.
told to. I have been dreaming of that room for a while, the blue room. So.
Yeah, that's, now the
I'm
bad part of it,
speculating.
and I hate this, I can't stand this, that maybe there's something really bad in here and it took the child, is what they're saying. So I didn't like that.
I've never been plagued by a place like here, but
Okay,
you know,
that's,
spirits can be bad as well as people demonic. You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
always mean it's demonic.
yeah, and sometimes it's smooth, it's just subtle, you'll just hear a creak or a pop, and then sometimes it acts like it spools up, or it's coming in for about 5 seconds or something. I don't get it, I don't understand any of it. People say poltergeist, some say demons, I can't tell the difference, I don't know.
Well,
You
so
guys
far
are the
I walked
experts
through and
on
I
it.
didn't get a bad juju feeling, and if I get that, I'm like, yep, nope, not poking my head there.
You think it's
So-
bad?
I don't know. I haven't been all the way through the house. I know what I feel happened to that woman here.
Yeah,
I feel that was bad,
okay.
but it doesn't necessarily mean there's something demonic here either.
Yeah,
It could be, you know, layers of bad crap that happened. You know.
yeah, the
Well, like
history.
somebody said,
That's,
if you got a mean, nasty person, if
Yeah.
you got somebody who's murdering people,
Yeah,
what makes you think they're gonna be nice just because they died?
I believe that,
Yeah.
that's true. And I had a couple people, this has been a long time ago, come in here and set their equipment just for fun and stuff. At first they said, whoa, you got some activity. And I think first night they didn't, nothing, but they caught something pretty big the second or third time they came in. Then they got more intrigued and started coming in, then they started changing their minds. They started saying, oh, they got something wrong in the house, I mean worse than, and I thought, what? I mean, how do you know? You know, and they said, no, I just hate to think that, I really do.
Well,
They filmed a show in here, I don't know if you guys knew, it was a
I
paranormal.
finally did watch it like a
Yeah,
week
we did
ago.
watch it.
Yeah.
A week ago, I finally watched it because I like things organic. I don't want to know
Oh, good
too
idea.
much. So.
Yeah, that guy, Nick was in here and, I was kind of surprised, he really got ill toward the end. And then he was telling me, he doesn't know either. Yeah, they both were in here and they said they're not too sure what's going on. They said at first they thought it was just regular activity, then toward the end they thought, yeah, it's a lot deeper and darker than they. So he wanted to come back again, and I said, no, we can't do that right now.
You could have layers too.
That's what I
That's what
kinda
he
got.
said.
Yeah, layers.
And he
things.
says it's confusing. It doesn't make sense. He
We'll
says
have
it
to get
seems.
our things that I got and show him.
Yeah.
That might help explain. I mean, you're in here working. You know, for somebody that lives like 3 or 4 hours away, like I do, to get that much for pictures. You know,
That's
I was
pretty
having.
weird.
I could describe the place to a T and never have been here. Like the roadway, how to get up here, how the house looked, and I didn't know where I was dreaming about for a while.
Did you feel anything bad though? Not good or?
I felt angry and a lot of sadness, a lot of sickness,
So
anger,
you
and
say
sadness.
no flowers and
No,
cheerfulness or something. No.
I won't candy coat it for you. But I do feel like when we were on our way here, I kind of did what I call my opening to kind of get in a meditative state to feel.
Right.
And I did feel that there was a man here from like the 1900s, early 1900s, and he was
Okay.
like one of the first owners.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they had a lot of hope when they moved here, and he'd like to see light here again. And I felt, to me, that's hope in itself. There's hope for here then. If you've got a spirit saying that, to me, that's hope.
Oh, that's excellent.
So, you know, if I would have had a lot of things, you know, I would have told them right away. And part of like, oh, bad juju, we gotta really be careful. But there was a spirit reaching out, and he had said, hey, I'd like light to be here again. But he was saying it was something to do with the area, with the county, not really the house. And I kind of all pulled in here.
That's
And
funny
he was
you
saying there was
say
a lot
that.
of tragedies.
That's funny. I've had people working in the yard that had nothing to do. We didn't have a discussion about the place being haunted or anything. I just don't get into that when we're talking about construction.
Yeah.
He took that tree down, and he did mention. He said, "Oh, you mean that place everybody thinks is haunted?" And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "It's a tree in the yard." He said, "Yeah, that's fine." I said, "The house, you know, if you believe in that, great. If you don't, no big deal." He didn't even care. Then he calls me up and says, "I don't think it's the house that's haunted." He said, "I think it's the place." And I laughed. And he said, "No, that tree done something." He said he'd never seen in 40 years. And I thought, "Oh no, somebody got hurt." He said, "No, nobody got hurt." But he said, I couldn't understand what he was saying. But he said it walked on him. Yeah.
Oh, when they're cutting it down?
Yeah, he says they had it tied off, but he said it was
Yeah.
a control, but he said it done something weird. The
I've heard
vibrate.
about-
Yeah, he said never seen that before. And I thought, you're kidding me. I thought he was joking. And he said no.